everywhere. The population in India is very big. And like, what about you? Because India's big.
Hmm.
I mean, you say you're from India, but like north, west, east, south?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm from like the northern western part in a state called Rajasthan.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. So this is like area-wise the biggest state of the
Yes.
country. And 60% of it consists of Thar desert. Um, yeah, it's a desert
Mm.
called Thar. And you would think that we travel on camels. No, we have proper infrastructure and
Yeah, don't
everything.
worry. That would be my grandfather who had said to me,
Yeah,
people around the world travel on camels and are walking around with swords. Poor man.
yeah, but
He was
even
very
like
old.
people in other parts of India, for example, like the southern part of India, when I talk to them, they're like, I'd say this jokingly, oh, I have like two camels, and me and my brother, we go to school on camel. And they're like, oh, okay. And I was like, you're not laughing. I was joking. Because they genuinely think that this is
They
how it
generally
works.
think that's
Yeah.
the good thing with Germany. Well, I would have said it had a good climate, but I'll take that back. At the moment,
Mm,
Europe is on fire.
yeah.
We're
Oh my God,
dying.
I read about this. Yeah.
I know.
And you
We're
guys don't
dying.
have AC?
Yeah, I
How do you
know.
survive?
I know. The Americans ask the same. I have got AC. Well, I know I haven't got AC, but I have got this lovely invention. No,
Hmm.
I'm not showing that for you. I'm actually
Oh,
embarrassed.
that's okay. No,
No,
that's
I'm going to
fine.
show you because it'll be funny actually. This is an invention. This is an old lamp,
Yeah.
and this is a fast paint dryer fan.
Hmm.
So my husband created this for me so that I don't die.
Oh, that's so good. I love that.
Welcome to Europe. But no, seriously, I don't know what is going on with the weather.
Hmm.
Um, and no, some people they're fine in hot weather, but I believe that genetically
Hmm.
we're not prepared. I'm not prepared. The last
Nobody's
heat
prepared.
wave, well, unless you're in Oman or Saudi Arabia, but what was it? Last week we reached, it was 35.
Hmm.
I was dying. And then one of my students on Oman said, oh, Holly, please, it's 46 here. And I'm like, it's
Hmm.
not the same. But I didn't leave the house in 3 days.
Hmm.
We're not ready for this.
I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's not the same. It's generally not the same. So it's like I think me and my brother we were talking about why are these Europeans being so dramatic? Like it's just 35 degrees Celsius and we are surviving in 45 degrees Celsius. But then
We're dying.
I saw this video of this Indian creator and she was in Germany and she was like this is it's 33 degrees Celsius right now and it feels hotter than our 43 degrees Celsius. And I was like, because I was just looking at the temperature and not the other factors like humidity or
The
also
buildings, the buildings
yeah.
play. And also, I don't know, there's been some people saying that we've actually got the sunlight closer here.
Hmm.
But then also, if you, a lot of the architecture also across Europe, in hot countries or hot areas of Europe, like I live currently in Spain, my husband is
Yeah.
Spanish. In the south of Spain, the windows are like this
Hmm.
for the sun. But in a lot of areas where we don't get the extreme heat, the windows were built like this. Because if you have
Hmm.
ice, water, rain, snow, slides off,
Yeah.
but it creates a magnifying glass for the sun.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm convinced. I'm gonna be the one of those dramatic Europeans going, I can't. And I don't know if you've seen the tourists,
Hmm.
because I used to make fun, but now I've realized we're all the same. We get a very big red rash here and like a
Hmm.
tomato face where it looks blotchy and it looks like they have the British, the Irish, even my people, the Scottish, even me. It looks like we have some sort of skin disease.
Oh.
It's the heat. We can't regulate our bodies.
Hmm.
And yeah,
So, is the government taking some measures like recommending that people work from home or something?
Measures. We're allowed to use the fountains. Some people now, because there was a law that around and across Europe, I believe in Italy they still can't. But
Hmm.
in France they said they can people can use the fountains.
Hmm.
Measurements. Please cover all windows. Don't
Uh,
leave your children or pets in the car. Drink lots of water.
hmm.
Well, France did actually do a big thing. They actually turned off the reactors.
Hmm.
So they've got like their nuclear reactors.
Yeah.
They just turned it off.
Okay. Does that help?
It helps because they weren't prepared for the heat. So
Hmm.
I do appreciate that from France, like just going turning it
Yeah.
off because goodness knows what could happen if those. But they literally had to turn it off because they're
Hmm.
just not. So yeah, the biggest weakness in Europe, hot weather.
Hmm.
It's now official. And then, of course, we do in Europe, we have, because there's been some silly comments saying, oh, well, people like you say from other countries, they're adapted.
Hmm.
But imagine if you have a family that has already been here for like 3 generations, that last child has climatized, has adapted to the food, they're European, end of. So now you give them this extreme heat, regardless of color, and they're going to suffer the
Hmm.
same as I am. Seen it. And
Hmm.
some of my friends, they've been telling me the same because their parents came.
Yeah.
So they were born like in my country. We went to school together and they're going, wow, this is impossible.
Hmm.
But
But
I just can't imagine it hotter.
yeah, I wouldn't say that we're going for hiking in 43 degrees Celsius. I mean, it still does feel hot, but we still drink chai. I don't know if you've heard of this. This
This
is
is
like,
like the tea.
yeah, yeah. I think you call it chai tea, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah. So to us, it just sounds like chai chai because tea, we call tea chai. Um,
Yes.
and I think in China they call it cha, maybe. I'm not sure. Something similar.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure if in Portugal they also call it the same.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know
Yes.
about them, but so what I'm saying is it's really really hot. It's hot tea, and so
Yes.
we drink it every day, regardless. Even if it reaches like 55 degrees Celsius, we have to have tea.
55.
No, it does not. I'm sorry, I'm exaggerating. But I'm
I'm
saying
like saying,
even if
okay,
it were,
uh, move to Alaska at this point because that's my
yeah,
next 55. I can't. I know some of my students suffer 55, and I can't even comprehend. I can't even imagine.
really. Wait, is that true?
Yes. Well, I've got a lot of my students. They are from what, unfortunately, is called like the Middle East. But
Hmm.
anyway, the Gulf countries,
Yeah.
and in Iraq and Syria, Oman. There's and in some of these areas, there's a law they cannot walk in the street from 12 until 3. Don't walk,
Hmm.
which I think is an excellent plan, but I'm still not going. But yeah, but
Yeah.
I love hiking. I love outdoor sports. I love swimming. And yesterday we had like a friend's barbecue because it was
Hmm.
Saturday. And I felt that even the water, like the Atlantic Ocean, was hot, which is crazy to me because
Hmm.
technically the Atlantic Ocean and what is with the area where I live, it's very coastal, so it's open. Should
Yeah.
be colder.
Hmm.
It was hot.
You know, my brother came up with this theory. Oh my god, I don't remember half of what he said, but he said
That's
that
normal.
this is like Earth's way of healing because like humans are destroying the Earth, so Earth is now trying to heal itself by slowly like increasing the temperature every year,
Yeah,
so that eventually it becomes really hard for human beings to survive because
that actually
that's
makes
the way for,
sense.
yeah. And I was
That
like, wow, that's cool. That's a cool theory.
yeah, they I've heard about something similar about that here, and I think it actually makes sense
Yeah.
because you would increase the conditions to make it hard to live.
Hmm.
The same as we would do with an insect like mosquitoes. What do? We make it
Yeah.
impossible for them to live inside our house. Unfortunately, you open a window and they still come in.
Yeah.
And they're not dying fast enough for me because they are biting me alive. But anyway, but yeah, that's actually a good theory. the strongest will survive. What was the last theory? This was actually from a child, and I loved it.
Hmm.
Now, he'd seen the film. Which one was it? The Time Machine. So he'd watched it,
Hmm.
where people that could live, they lived underground, and then the people that lived above ground. It's the Time Machine.
Hmm.
And this child now says he's only 9. He's one of my students. The world is going to divide into 2 groups. And I'm like, yep, sure, I'm ready to listen. Tell me.
Hmm.
This group, they're going to go for all technology and electricity. And this group is going to go back to how my grandfather lives, with a farm and just uses a radio. And I was like, yep. Because I've
Hmm.
already started to notice with some of my friends, they are leaving their jobs to go to a more isolated area. Some chickens,
Yeah.
some ducks, some sheep. Not so. I don't even have a TV.
Hmm.
Now that is going to sound. People are going to criticize me for that one. But yeah, I don't have a TV. But yes, I believe that theory. What do you think about that one?
Okay, but I mean, it is happening, but why is it happening? Why are people choosing to abandon the technology that's been helping them out for so many years?
What happens when internet gets turned off or there's no electricity? What are those people going to do?
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna be really pissed off about.
That's a very good answer. That's a very clear and direct answer. I appreciate that. I know, but like if you depend so much on technology
Hmm.
and then it's taken away, what do you do? You'll go crazy.
Yeah.
Because when was it? It was last year. I don't know if you saw it. North of France, Spain. I'm not sure if it was all of Portugal, or if it was just the north of Portugal.
Hmm.
And the power grid, it didn't work. It stopped. No electricity. No electricity, no internet, not even a telephone call during 24 hours.
Hmm.
If you had cash, you were fine. And if not, everybody just went to the park because it was actually lovely weather. 24 hours.
Well, did they
Other
survive?
people, other people went crazy.
Yeah.
Other people criticized it, went crazy. They couldn't charge their electric car. It was really bad in Spain because there is a train,
Hmm.
solar panel, electric, but it goes through a tunnel, no sun. They were stuck there for
Oh.
like 14 hours.
Oh
And
my
they
God.
and they didn't even know why. They didn't know what was happening on the outside. They're
Yeah.
fine, nobody died there. Some people did die, but it wasn't because of anything major. It was 14 people in total in Spain.
Hmm.
Like due to this issue. More people die every day.
Okay.
But it was just
Yeah.
because of certain situations. I
Hmm.
was fine. My husband was fine. I've also got a very old kitchen. I don't have an electric kitchen.
Hmm.
I've got like an old wood burner gas kitchen. So I didn't even need to worry about food. I could still cook.
Yeah.
While my friends, they've got the electric kitchen, no electricity,
Hmm.
no food. That was a huge turning point, I think, for a lot of the countries within Europe, where we saw how easy it is to lose all convenience, all comforts.
Hmm.
So now they've started to do these. I believe it was actually very smart. Entrepreneurs, these were entrepreneurs around all across Europe, started these survival courses to
Hmm.
teach people how to make a fire, how to cook if they didn't have electricity. And these men and women paid a lot of money for this course.
Wow. I mean, their ancestors would be looking down at them and be like, "What?
Crying.
You're paying for this? You're paying to learn this?"
The ancestors cried.
That's true.
I know, but now I laugh because I think it's actually quite funny.
Yeah.
In the moment, even I didn't know what was happening. And
Hmm.
I think it was a coincidence because I love all the conspiracy theories. I love it. I love
Hmm.
them. I love all that drama.
Yeah.
A couple of months ago, before that event, France had said to prepare, and other European countries, a 72-hour survival kit. So you needed a radio, batteries, solar paneled batteries, candles, and foods that you could eat like literally without cooking, and enough water to last you 72 hours. And me being a little bit dramatic, I was like, they've told Europeans that, and they've, because if you give information like that, that means something is going to happen.
Yeah.
No mass panic in Europe. Nobody's worried. I'm actually going to follow what he's saying this time. This started with Macron and then other countries. So
Hmm.
I was preparing my emergency kit. My husband called me crazy, and I'm like, just in case.
Yeah.
I've never used it was a crank up radio because, of
Hmm.
course, no internet. The only stations we had were FM and AM radio stations. And
Yeah.
there was me cranking up a radio and telling the neighborhood, they've got no electricity in France either. Oh, it's all over Spain. And that actually helped. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I was, yeah, it was an amazing. So I laugh now. In the
Hmm.
moment, the first 2 hours, I didn't know what was happening.
Hmm.
So we didn't know if it was like this sudden going back in time. It was a power grid error, nothing, electricity. It just went like a fuse. That's it.
Hmm.
But yeah, but I still think it was a test. I
Really?
literally think somebody, like the men, they said, turn off that power grid. Let's see what this small group do. And they just like went, ksh, ksh. Let's watch the
Hmm.
panic, see if they listened. And the biggest weakness they found were in hospitals, that they only had enough energy for 12 hours.
Hmm.
So I think it was really useful, because then the governments they increased the power of the hospitals, which I
Yeah.
thought that's very useful. And trial and error, you have to test it to see if it works. So anything like that in India happening?
No. But we are heavily dependent on electricity, but it's pretty stable. We haven't had any condition where,
Really?
yeah.
Like, I mean, even now with the heat waves, they're saying like be careful with the electricity, that it could collapse anytime in
No,
Europe.
it's, yeah, it would go out for maybe like 1 or 2 hours.
Only?
Yeah.
Wow.